Lately, I've been feeling misaligned, and oftentimes my space is a direct reflection of how I'm feeling on the inside. The dishes were piling up, clothes were scattered all over the floor, and each day I'd pass by it and have no motivation to clean it up. But today, I'm changing that and taking you with me as I tackle the tasks I've been putting off for far too long. I know that in order to feel good again, I need to prioritize taking care of myself. And a big part of that self-care is feeling good in my space. I could attribute a lot of this misalignment to the mental exhaustion I feel from our world's current events. But at the end of the day, it's my life, and it's up to me to make the shift, set boundaries, and prioritize my own self-care. Over the years, I've built up quite the toolbox, so while I have the tools to know what makes me feel my best, I don't always choose it. It's part of being human, I suppose. The things that bring me joy are truly so simple and mundane, and I love that. From making my morning cup of matcha and sipping it slowly, to setting my intention for the day and taking care of my plants. These small but meaningful pockets of joy are what I hold on to, especially when everything around me kind of feels like a mess. When I sit down to eat, I make a point of doing it without my phone in hand. I know that constantly checking the news or mindlessly scrolling on social media doesn't make me feel my best, so this is a boundary I am happy to set. Now that I'm feeling good and nourished, it's time to reorganize all of my clothes. And this, my friends, is what I've been putting off. In Austin, we have pretty mild winters. I mean, it's November and still in the 80s, so I've been able to get away with having a summer wardrobe and then swapping it over for my fall wintry wardrobe. So only twice a year do I have to do this big overhaul, but my dresser has become a little bit chaotic. So it's time to take everything out, get rid of what I don't need, and put it all back in nicely folded and organized. All of my super summery clothes will be put away into a suitcase, and I won't open that suitcase again until about March or April. As I sort through my clothes, a lot of thoughts come to my mind. Like, how is it already November? What are the holidays going to feel like this year? Can I hug my family? Am I going to have time to do the things I wanted to do before the year's over? The end of year jitters are real, but what I like to do is ask myself, what happens if I don't get all of these things done? Is it really all that bad? What would it feel like if I just let go of the self-imposed deadlines and just embrace the fact that I am healthy, my family is healthy, and we made it through another year? I don't really participate in setting New Year's resolutions because I believe we have the power to set goals, intentions, or start and stop something at any point of the year. We don't need to put all of the pressure on having it all together for January 1st. However, this year does hit different. I find myself wanting to embrace the idea of closing the chapter on a really challenging and exhausting year, and I want to embrace having a fresh start heading into 2021. So while I may not be writing a formal list of resolutions, I will be journaling and reflecting on what I'd like to leave in 2020 and take with me in 2021. I, for one, would like to leave the self-imposed timelines that stress me out, and I'd like to take with me my phone boundaries because those have honestly been key for my mental health. How about you? Share with me in the comments something you'd like to leave in 2020 and take with you into the new year. It feels so good to see some organization in here. As you can see, I wear a lot of sports bras and yoga pants, but now I can clearly see what I have. It's so much easier to access what I need. No more mismatched socks or socks with holes. Now that my dresser is looking fresh, I'm going to move on to my closet. So at this point, I'm going to go through and donate anything that I no longer wear and remove the clothes that are super summery that I will save for next season. So I will take those out, fold them up nicely, and store them away in a big suitcase. This just allows me to have more space in my closet. There's no point in leaving those super summery things in there if I'm not going to wear them for a few months. If anything, it's just taking up unnecessary space, and I want to be able to freely see what's in my closet to make sure that I get the optimal use out of what I have. I see this pile of clothes and I think to myself, sometimes things gotta get messy before we can clean it up. And I think this is a very fitting metaphor for 2020, for this life and the world that we live in. I am feeling good, feeling really good about what I got done today, so I want to continue that energy and end my day with some stretching and meditation, something that I know makes me feel super good. At the beginning of this video, I said how misalignment can cause a ripple effect, but so can realignment. One small act of self-care has the power to remotivate you into another act of self-care, and it can create this beautiful ripple effect to get you back to feeling good again. Life ebbs and flows, but I hope if you have one takeaway from this video, it's that every little bit counts. Tiny shifts, whether it be in your mindset, your habits, or your routine, they all count, they all matter, and it adds up. So thank you for sticking around with me as I bring some organization to the chaos and get my life together in a sense. I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you in the next video.